A lot of times we've gone through, we've cleared, rock, and I keep saying rock because that really is the biggest thing we're running into, but we've gone back and we'll have to clear it again and even, maybe a third time. So that's one of the big things we're running into is these rock slides. We can clear them and the trail's now clear of rock, but the slide is still there and it's unstable and it's continuing to slide. So we've spent, multiple days on some of our trails just clearing kind of that same rock pile that keeps falling. The first thing we do is do an assessment. And what we do is we look at the burn severity maps, the topography of the trail. We get a team together, 3 people, no more than 5. We want to minimize exposure time to these folks, volunteers and employees. And we check the weather, make sure it's not going to be a windy day, make sure we're not going to be working in heavy rains that could trigger slides and that sort of thing. And then for the assessment, we literally just hike the trail. We don't know what we're going to see, so it can be interesting, especially trails such as Joaquina, where there's bridges involved. That first assessment, we literally didn't know if the bridges were burnt, if the creeks were going to be crossable. So it's a very different experience than hiking on the trail any other time of the year. So we do that assessment. We note things like number of logs down, complexity of logs down, and then some of the things we've encountered on these assessments that we don't normally see. Really significant rock slides where sections of trail might be covered in rock, but more importantly, there's unstable rock above. Our assessments are looking for what the work is, and then we also are mindful of, okay, can this be done with a volunteer crew? Do we need to engage Forest Service, or do we need to contract this work? Things such as, is the trail located in the wilderness? What kind of tools are available for us to use? And then from there, we kind of make a plan on how we're going to get that work started if we feel like it's feasible and safe for folks to engage in that work. After we do the initial assessment, the next step is coordinating with either volunteers, or we've also been working, with our Scenic Area trail crew, and some firefighters have been helping us out. We generally start on trail work from the top down, especially with these rock slides. It can be really labor intensive. The first steps are to clear the hazards. We want to make those trails safe and those work areas safe, clearing the brush and all the tree branches so that we can actually walk through the trail, clearing the logs, cutting those out with either a crosscut or a chainsaw, and then we'll get started on clearing the rock slides, the landslides. It can be very, very time consuming and very laborious. It's also really rewarding when you do see that clear tread at the end of the day and you can see the before and after of your work. At that point, we've got our trails in a condition where we can pass through safely. The next step is to do that final work on drainage and tread improvements, things like that, kind of more fine-tuning.